Navigating throughout the airport， 我们今天是关于一个部门是 security。在 airport 飞机场里面呢，我们常常一定要经过那个 security，it's very stressful。所以我们呢，看看怎么样去学点英语，怎样去过那个安全的检查哈 ，it's very important. So it is quite a hectic place, going through lots of hassle and bustle. Now we have to go through the security. When we are traveling, the faster route to go is by air. So we can go for holiday, vacation, or work trip, or working trip. So we have business trip. So we may have carry on, may have luggages. If you decided to travel by air, airport is very important. It's the first port, 第一个站口 port terminal, where you depart from your city, from your country. If you are traveling within a large country, so you may travel from city to city, or you travel internationally, will be out of your own country. 所以我们看到那个 airport is very busy place. So we have a different terminal, departure point, arrival point, and they have the control tower and the boarding gate and very many gates you have to enter. We have online check-in. You may want to do it at home, double check and confirm your ticket. You can check in at the counter. 我们讲过了 checking in the counter where the agent from the airline will check it in for you. So you can do a self-check kiosk. So you could do your own boarding pass at your own, the machine there set up for you to do you don't need to line up there. Before you do the check-in, you might want to ask for, if you want to request for a wheelchair, special meal, 就是说你要什么吃的 vegetarian or vegan meal or something, or you need a wheelchair assistance, so they will have someone to bring you the wheelchair. And you select your seat at your boarding check-in. So the seating may have A, B, C, seat A1, seat B1, seat C1, or the row number is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then they have a seat A, B, C. Sometimes it's a 2 in a row. So you might ask you like to have a window seat or middle seat or center seat, aisle seat. So 我们要懂这3个字就够了。Window 或者 aisle seat 或者 middle aisle seat 呢是那个走廊的位置。Then you have to also know the etiquette of seating. When you're sitting on the aisle seat and window seat, you only have one arm rest. 就是说你只有一个做手的一个地方。Center seat, he will have 2 arm rests. 这个是 etiquette. Airline 上面 airplane 上面呢，我们都有这样的 etiquette 礼貌，位置比较旁边有空位，手可以放在这一边，在 aisle seat, and then in the middle seat you cannot take the aisle seat or the window seat, you cannot take away the other seat. Then we know that this is not very many people know this etiquette. Now, travel with only carry-on luggage, you can go in right away without dropping in the luggage, and with the boarding pass you can go straight to the security. So there are many kinds of luggage. So carry on luggage, check baggage, 叫托运 airline check the baggage for you and the transport for you. And carry on, you carry by yourself. And then you have a luggage tag, so the checked baggage will be identified and will arrive to the same destination you are arriving. So traveling destination and the name of the passenger, maybe a ticket number. So the drop of the baggage you needed to for departure point or transferring your flight. 假如说你是换飞机，也是从一个飞机上做 domestic to international or international to domestic, you may have a drop of luggage conveyor belt. So 我们就是把行李放在里面去。And this is your boarding pass. On the ticket, boarding pass, you have your name and your destination airport and your flight number and the date, which date, and the boarding time. This is not the departure time, it's a boarding time. And there's a gate number, so where you will be going to. And there's seat number. There's a seat number. And then 24 means row 24A. And then the airline logo and so on. So on the ticket has all this information. 我们在飞机放的 pass 呢，boarding pass 呢有飞机航空公司号码 flight number, name of the passenger, the gate number where you have to wait there, and this is the gate where you board the airplane. And there's a seat number you already selected. If you don't have a seat number, means maybe you're on a standby and the seat should be available, but then you will get the seat at the gate. At the gate, 在闸口他会给你的，这样去看。And then if you don't know the gate number, you just have to always check your gate number from the board. Notice board with the flight time, destination, and the flight number and the gate number. The gate number can change, so you have to pay attention. They will announce, but if you did not hear the announcement, 假设没有听到他们去告诉你的号码呢， you can ask question, you can look at the board. Always check your board. You have to really pay attention to your gate number. The reason is if you go to the wrong gate number, you might have to run from one gate to your right gate number. Then you take time and then it may delay your flight. Maybe the time is very tight. Very tight 就是很紧，时间很紧，没有时间。就是因为没有时间，所以要准备好，不要说还有很多时间 I go shopping. Then before you go shopping, you check everything and then very alert to the announcement. Announcement 是他们航空公司 airline will, if there's any change, the airline will announce in the loudspeaker, then you can hear. Always double check. When you're shopping at the duty free, they also have some kind of a screen to read the time, departure time, and all the information. So even in your lounge, just so you are VIP, Maple Leaf Lounge, or any airport VIP lounge, there's also some notice board to watch the information, always alert. When we are surviving airport security. Now, after you got the boarding pass, we go through the security. So come to security checkpoint. Checkpoint is the place, the gate, where this is the first entry to the restricted area. 就是说是你外面人不可以去了，只有一个乘飞机的乘客可以去。So only the passenger with the boarding pass can go. So now you have your boarding pass, you have your carry-on luggage, you got your passport with you, head to the security checkpoint. Checkpoint is the gate where the outside of the airplane passenger, they cannot go in. You have to say goodbye to your friends who see you off from the airport. This is the lineup to the checkpoint. Then we line up there and for security. Security is something that you have to read and check all your luggages, whether there's any safety concern from object or some article that you are not supposed to bring on board the flight. This is on board the flight. 我们坐飞机上，所以在飞机上面要有安全的安检。And then they line up. This is called security checkpoint. So this is the first gate into the restricted area. They may have a long line up. People will walk in. And the officer will ask your boarding pass and your passport. And you can see that behind there, a lot of bin, the boxes, 很多那个 bin 那个盒给你装东西的。那么我们再看下去。This is the first entrance into the restricted area. 就是 restricted 是 that means only the travelers with the boarding pass can enter. 注意到那个 traveler 一个 L 呢是美国的字，两个 L 是英国的英语，两个通用的。This is all correct. You have to say goodbye to your friends or relatives who took you to the airport to see you off at the airport. So you have to say goodbye. They might kiss goodbye and a safe trip. Bon voyage. They will tell you 有一个好的旅途。So bon voyage. Have a good holiday. Something like that. Then have both your boarding pass and a form of ID. That means your passport ready. Always. Especially when you are traveling out of the country, passport is mandatory. Mandatory 是一定要的，没有 passport 是不给你进去的。所以 the boarding pass agent 呢，就 check your boarding pass at security checkpoint, and then they look at your passport and the boarding pass. Oh, this is very important. So did you get your boarding pass at the counter check-in? Remember to pick up the boarding pass. If you don't have the boarding pass, you cannot board the flight. And the agent will ask you, boarding pass, they are not very polite. They would not ask, please, but you just give it to them at the security checkpoint. So inside the checkpoint, they will have to check your luggages, carry on luggage, maybe pat down you, scan you with a scanner, and with your suitcase, briefcase, or your carry-on. After you pass the security, then you are able to board the plane. Then we look at the documentation. Documents 是文件。General security checkpoint process 就是流程 procedure 是一个流程。A TSA agent, your transport security agent, will check your boarding pass and ID, have both items out before you enter. 准备好，我们都要准备好，不要在 line up 的时候再去找不到飞机票，找不到 boarding pass， 找不到 passport。一定要 you have these two documents ready before you enter. Store boarding pass and passport safely before you go through the security checkpoint. After you check in, 你把那个 passport 跟那个 boarding pass 放好 safely before you go through the security checkpoint. You don't want them lost. 不要去丢掉了。To fall through the cracks. Cracks 就是说你在那个哪里丢下去了，缝中的那个 counter 或地上或者忘记了。Very important. This is a very important document. Otherwise, you just have to be very stressed at the line up at the checkpoint and lots of people waiting behind you. And you don't want to forget your passport. Now you're going through the checkpoints and the security department. So airports are very picky. 很挑剔的 picky about security. 他们在那个对于那个安检非常 picky. They will ask a lot of questions. They are also very rude to you. They are very strict. They're not friendly. check for signs， 有什么标志，看到那个牌 about what to do in order to successfully pass through security， check 那个 sign， 看看有什么东西你要做的，要注意的 successfully pass 就是可以经过安检，没有 hassle。These are the signboard you may have to pay attention to. Some airport got something to indicate to show you, some don't have. 很多飞机场有，有些没有。Are you carrying prohibited item? Prohibited 就是不允许的东西进去。我们知道的当然枪啊 weapon 啊是一定不可以进去，有些东西我们不懂的we may not aware of， 有 scissors 剪刀不可以带进去刀刮胡须的刀也不可以带进去，很多很多东西是利的很 sharp item you cannot bring in, and they may also have some place you aware of what you cannot bring in.So firearm 我们学那个英语 firearm 是枪的东西那个ammunition 是那炸弹啊那种药啊炸药police weapon or control knife 就刀小孩玩具的那种的剑啊刀也不可以带进去radioactive 的东西有辐射的东西容易烧的东西 flammable explosion 容易爆炸的and then corrosive 是有些那种的附属的毒品一定不可以 and then you have to be aware of marijuana. Not every country is legal, only Canada is legal, but US only in some city they allow, but some city not allowed. So be very aware of. And then a lot of explosive thing or the magnet 是一种磁物，是非常大的力量的那种的磁 magnet 这样去看。那么 walk up to the baggage screening line 走过去。你过去那个 checkpoint 了可以进去了 when it is your turn 当你排队的时候那到你的时候 grab 赶快 many plastic bins 拿那种后面的箱子一个盒子bins bin 一个 box bin grab many plastic bins you think are necessary 你要看你自己需不需要多少个起码2个那么 a good rule of thumb 最重要呢就是看呢 is one for your clothing and liquid 一个衣服放那种的liquid 的液体的东西那么 electronic 就是电子的东西一个盒子另外一个盒子放 personal item 假设你有 personal item 就放进去好像你的袋里面有 coin 有什么东西或者你带着 baby 有很多 baby 的东西多拿2个所以 this rule of thumb 就是说tips 啦就是告诉你可以用 one for your clothing and liquid 就是液体 electronic 是电子的东西像电话这样的电脑personal items if needed假如说你需要的话you will hear the key word 在那边常常听到他们讲 remove 什么呢 your jacket remove your shoes 他们不说 take off 的是 remove 不 take off 不是 take off remove 就是拿出来拿掉拿下来 jacket 你的外套外衣shoes 鞋子jewelry 是那种的装饰的耳环首饰手表都是要所以去旅游就不带这些东西那么 watch 手表and then laptop 你的 计算机哈，那个电脑手提的计算机。So you always see, then they say remove something, then you know what. Jacket, shoes. Sometimes they will ask you to remove your socks, but not all airline ask you to remove socks. Okay, jacket, shoes, jewelry, watch, laptops, or maybe coin from your pocket. 那么 electronic item 呢，就是包括 laptops and wire, so you have to pack together. Don't leave your wire in the underneath somewhere in your backpack, and then they find out there's something metal they want to check you, and you have to go through a second check of your baggage. Then you have the laptop and wire, cell phones and chargers. 假如说你充电的器手机跟充电的 cell phones and chargers, camera or maybe video camera and wire. 假如说你有的电线也要去放在一起，因为它一把你的东西一手出来呢，很多东西你就乱了，你再装进去就比较难装你的袋里面，所以袋里面不要太满，不要装太多东西，就是这样。So you learn the electronic items including laptops and wire, cell phones and chargers, camera, video camera and wires. 还有可能有其他的你电子玩的游戏 game 小孩子有游戏玩的 game 也可以也这样。Don't pack too full, 不要装太满。Your carry on, 不要把你的 carry on 装太满。Tip 就是 wear socks, 我们要穿袜子，为什么呢？ Because you have to take off your shoes to leave in the bin. You don't want to walk through the scanner with bare feet. 我们学英文字 bare feet 就是光脚的，走在地上不懂人家有什么东西，对吗？ Because you have to take off your shoes to leave in the bin. Then you have to walk barefooted because you have go through the scanner 就 scan 我们的身体了，行李要 scan， 人也要 separately scan， 我们分开来 scan。 Place your bins on the belt 就是 conveyor belt， 它有个 belt 可以滑过去的。 Your bin 就是一个 box。 Take off your shoes, jacket, empty your pocket 就是从你的袋里面呢有东西就拿出来。 Put these items in one of your bins， 把那个东西呢袋里面东西呢放在那个 bin 里面，把那个盒子里面。 This is the bins and you can see the sample what you need to put in. Maybe you have a water bottle, what you cannot bring water in, but you can drink the water. Keep the bottle because you keep the bottle 在飞机场里面呢 waiting for your airplane, you can pick up some water from the fountain. Carry on baggage, you may have few things inside, that means you have to take them out, especially the electronic items, the water bottle and the jacket, when your watch, your shoes. Understand what items you can bring in and what item you cannot bring in. 可以带什么东西，不可以带什么东西，要注意。Many prohibited， 刚才讲了 prohibited 就是不允许禁止带进去的 item 的东西呢。You cannot bring weapons, of course. We have common sense, we know. And then flammable or other sharp objects. 就是尖的东西 in your carry on 有时候他们也不许带那刺物，有些地方可以，有些不可以。 And then in your baggage, when they scan through, they will see everything, but then you have to take it off, then they don't want to open your baggage. Otherwise, if they open your baggage, they flip around all the underneath everywhere, then you mess up your baggage. You will have a hard time putting them back in your baggage, in your carry-on. 这样去看，这是 through the X-ray. and maybe you have your cosmetic, your 化妆品 maybe your medicine 的药要拿出来，就放在一个 plastic bag， 人家看得到那个 go through they can see it very easily. Otherwise they 重达的东西呢很难看到，他会开箱子，也不要他去开箱子最好。And then some surprising item you cannot bring through the security. So they're liquid. Liquid 就是液体。Sometimes you may have some cosmetic, you may have some creams or something, then you don't want to bring a big bottle. So liquids are limited to travel size container. Travel size container 就是在我们买得到那个 travel size 一个小只的，就给你在飞机上用啊。You can use it on the airplane or maybe when you're waiting for the airplane. That are 3 to 3.4 ounces. 这么少的那个液体。When you have more than this, they have to constipated. No beverage, 不可以饮品。No beverage. You can drink your own water, bring your bottle in. Empty. Don't leave liquid inside. No food like peanut butter, jars, or yogurt container. 这个不允许。Unless in a small package. 有 small package, 它允许你有个带点零吃，还有干粮 is a dry food. No toothpaste, lotion, shampoos. 这样去看 toothpaste 是牙膏， lotion 是那种的 cream， 就是要少一点也可以，但是不可以多。No shampoo 就洗头水。我们在看那个读那个字 You can have baby food. 假如说你带个 baby 可以带 baby food. On board the plane you might want to give the baby something to eat. Unless something is in a very small package. And no toothpaste, lotion, shampoo. So we have to be aware of. If you must travel with your own toiletry. 我们在厨房用的东西洗手间用的东西叫 toiletry. Toilet 是洗手间， toiletry 是用品。Consider 想想看 packing 带那个 products like the EC30 这个是新的东西。shampoo and conditioner, soft swatch 就是一块东西它是干的，你碰水了它变成 shampoo, they change to bubbles, they change to shampoo, they change to soap, and then change to conditioner. Then it disappear, become a liquid. Only touch with water. So this is swatches. Water 是一块小东西。那么 that become activated with water. So 用水了，它就变成那种液体了，就是这样。这是新产品可以买得到。You can buy it. They are not liquid. So they don't count as a liquid. So you can bring them in your carry-on through security. You can bring through. Sometimes you may only have a carry-on luggage. You don't want to check in your luggage. So when you arrive there, you only rely on your carry-on luggage or whatever item you have there. 这个 swatches look like this, something like this, 一块一块的。All of your belongings will need to be placed in bins. 所有你的手上拿住的东西 carry on luggage, anything, your jacket must be placed in the bins and sent through an X-ray machine. 就 push 这个 bins 这个盒子箱子过去 through the scanner. 这个是 X-ray machine. 那么 take your toiletry out of your carry-on, yes, put them in the bin. So any liquids are TSA compliant, 就是说他们批准的，他允许你带的分量跟那种的 swatches 可以 put them in a bin. 所以你要拿几个 bin, and one for your jacket, shoes, maybe one for your electronic items together, but you cannot put on top of each other. Must be spread out. Spread out 就放平，不可以放打在上面。这样去看。Liquid and laptop must be in their own bin. 就是他自己有一个人的一个 bin， 不要放好多东西放在一个 bin 的里面。 separate from other items， 就 liquid 跟 laptop 不可以放在衣服上。Any item in your pocket must be placed in the bin。假如说你的 pocket 的东西也要拿出来。To be scanned by the X-ray， scan 就是过 X-ray 的 scan， 这样去 push 这个 item through the scanner，X-ray scanner。Take out your laptop, iPad， 还有刚才没有讲 laptop 跟 iPad、cell phone and large electronic device。Anything is electronic. Put them in the second bin， 就是一个独立的 bin second。有时候他们会开 ，they might open your laptop on the power. These cannot be stacked。我刚才讲了，不要 stack 打在上面，一定要平放一个 item， 要一个角头可以 stack S-T-A-C-K-E-D。好，我们学到这个字 cannot be stack 打在上面，重打的 with other item。每个人都抓住自己的盒子，你的皮包 handbag also put in one bin. Maybe you have a trolley, you can put in a one bin and go through the scanner. Then you wait for the line. All airports will want you to place your metal， 所有的有铁的东西 metal item object in the bins， 所有的 bin， 假如身上有什么东西是 item 是 metal 的，拿出来，所以你的项链也要拿出来 ，including metal earring and jewelry， 珠宝。Some security checkpoint require you to remove your belt， 那个皮带。假如说你的皮带是塑胶 plastic， OK。When it's a 皮带 belt is metal， you have to take it out. The shoes, jacket, and the belt, jewelry, watches should be easy。那么你要穿的东西容易穿戴的，像鞋子不要绑太多东西的。You can easy to remove and easy to put on. Light 很轻的 ，easy to move in clothing。你的衣服也是，不要好多牛子，那很难弄的。你的鞋子也是。There are lots of people lining up behind you. You have no time to stop the line. Will help keep you calm. 假如说 you are nervous。When you are hectic and you are trying to do something and people pushing you behind, then you are not calm. You will be very stressed. 所以我们都要带一种 rushing to the connection， 是要，因为有时候 connection 不是你要早去飞机场，是 from one airplane arrive late and you have to go through another security, go through another terminal, then you are connecting to another flight. You're very stressed.And then tips, don't wear clothes with many metal decorations. 假如说你外套 you can take it off. When it is on your body, you cannot take off. This is your only jacket, only t-shirt. Then they might have to scan you and then you have to be put on side and then you will delay your time to go through. If you are leaving from a cold climate, cold country, 假如说你去从一个很冷的国家for somewhere warmer， 非常热的地方去旅游，去 beach， to winter break， it will do you no good to bring your winter jacket。 不要带那个太大的衣服，就要脱下来给你的家人拿回去。但是带呢 is bulky， 很多层，好大 ，and you will be instantly hot once you get inside。 因为在加拿大、美国呢。都是非常热的。Like indoor is warm, is warm. Temperature is warm. You don't need to wear jacket. So layering， 好，这个教你了。Layering is your best advice. Layering 就是说一层层的。So layer 是一层一层 layer. Layering is your best advice， 最好的劝告。A light hoodie 就是我们的帽子，我们这有时候穿那个 jacket 有一个帽子 light 就是薄薄的那种 and a small jacket combo 穿多几件衣服可以脱的，那么容易佩戴那么 a light hoodie 就是一个帽子 will give you more flexibility. Flexibility 就是很多伸缩性，很有轻松一下，伸缩的，容易佩戴，容易假设冷了就把帽子戴下来。这个比较有些难字。To handle the temperature changes. Temperature 一 change， 假如太热了，你就要脱衣服了。假如说那个 and then if it is cool, then you can put a bit too sweater on or maybe some light clothes on top. Cardigan 是可以这样去容易穿的。Add your carry-on luggage or personal item to the belt. 会放那个在那个输送带里面。Push your bin， 你弄好了放在那个 box 呢。Push your bins and your carry-on luggage， 你的 carry-on luggage 也要 push 过去，推过去。Through the scanner， 你要推过去的。Join the line， 因为还要排队。Join the line， 我们去学英语。Join the line to go through the X-ray machine。X-ray machine， 我们人也要去经过 X-ray machine。所以我们的 carry on 的 bin 什么东西都放好了，我们自己的 luggage 是独立放的，不是 bin 的，也要这样推过去，就是这样。你 push there and then you join the other line, stand there and wait until your turn. One by one, the person in front of you finish and leave the scanner, then you can go. You cannot go together, even with your family. 跟家人也是不可以两个人一起走的，一个一个走。Push your bin through the security X-ray， 这个是这样去看。你看到我们那个 security 拿掉了 scanner， 那个 luggage item， 另外一个 scanner， 人走去另外一个 scanner。You are being checked over in a separate machine， 是不同的 machine that is able to scan your body。所以我们身体是没有害的，是个 scan 我们的身体 and being examined 就是说，假如说是有 beep 有声音出来的话，有警告声音出来，他就要用那个扫描的那个 one scanner to scan your body and see if there's any more scan and then they would 这样去看，那么一个一个就过去这样去看，很多人看住的。If you have a wheelchair, the officer will help you to go through. 这样去看，那么也要用个 scanner 去 scan。但是 this no carts beyond this point， 假如说有 shopping cart cannot bring in, must leave it outside. The luggage cart you cannot bring in. 这个是 luggage cart， 它放在 baby 上面不可以 bring。No cart beyond this point。这样去看。那么 all these bags, everything in the bin to go through, and you line up, and then one by one. Airport body scanner, there are different kind. In Miami 呢，有这样的 scanner， 是它用风来吹，有什么东西会爆炸的。假如有爆炸的话，在那个河里面呢，它影响不到外面的。这样去看，人在里面那么就风来吹就是不是 scanner， 是风来吹的 scanner。 And then this is a scanner, they could scan the body if there's a sound, there's a beep beep sound. Make sure you did not forget anything. After you go through the scanner, everything okay, you don't need to have a second check. Then you make sure you carry back all your belongings. 把你的东西带回去。Especially boarding pass and ID and your passport 所以很重要，不要丢掉你不可以 no boarding pass. You can still go to pick up your boarding pass at the gate, but more trouble. And then your passport cannot be replaced. Your laptop that was in its own bin， 不要忘记你的 laptop 你的计算机这样去看，所以一定要把东西看好。If you take 3 bins, 3 boxes, or 2 bins, then you make sure you get back all your items in your 2 bins or in your 3 bins. 这样去看Once you pass your security checkpoint, we lead to the proper concourse. 一个大堂 for your flight. All the people through this gate are the one who pass the security, and they are the passengers. Concourses are usually marked by letter, like A, B, C, D. 会讲大飞机场有很多的 section. And then inside the A, they may have a gate 1, gate 2, gate 3. 这样去看 align with your gate destination. So you look at your boarding pass, what gate number are you? So the gate number may be B12, then you look for B, and then look for B, and then inside, then look for 12. 这样去看。好，我们再看那个 security 的 vocabulary 哈。那么 head to security, go toward security 就是走过去 ，head 就是我们上次讲过了，头向前走。Liquid 就是液体，就 3.4 ounce equals to 100 ml. TSA agent is American Transportation Security Agent. Take your shoes off. Take off your shoes. 那么学这个英文字，有同学跟我讲，他在custom， 人家问他 What is your destination？ 他不懂什么意思。他不是问 Where are you going？ 他就不懂了这个英文字，所以一定要懂那种的 Take off your shoes, remove your shoes, take off your shoes, take your shoes off， 要懂这样去看，听得到。What is your destination？ Destination 是你的目的地。有时候 Where are you going？ I'm going to a toilet， 就不对，对吗？因为你去哪里，有时候是现在去哪里呢？还是我的飞机要飞到哪里去，对吗？我的目的地，所以最后的 final destination， final 是最后的地方，停留的地方。还有呢 loose change 就是铜钱lose the coin in your pockets， so remove your loose change。 metal detector 就是它的 scanner detector， a machine that notices if you have metal in your body， 因为有些是因为身体上要放一点什么东西在那个心脏，有些仪器是有些 metal 的。You may have a certificate. You may tell people that I have problem in my heart or something, then they understand. If you have a metal on your body, full body scanner 就是全身的扫描的仪器。Full body 就是由头到脚，它都看得到的。A machine that scan your entire 就是 whole body， entire 就是 means whole body, your whole body。 Security vocabulary 还有pat down 呢，就是 search with hand， 就是用手来摸来拍，有头在摸，他们每个地方都要摸到，就男的 man officer to pat down the mail. And then by security officers, officials, people. 这个是joke, and then if you are you don't know what you cannot bring, you might go through a lot of hassle. You might go through a lot of hassle if you are ignorant, you don't know, you bring a lot of things, and then they check everything, they call more officer to come on board. Take aside 就是说把你 stop 了，停了，因为你有问题了，放在手来旁边 ask question. You don't want that, because you don't want people to ask questions. You're going through the security smoothly. Stop, okay, taken aside. Stop and ask question. Taken aside. You were taken aside. Ask question. Stop you and ask question. 这个都是那种的字，我们要知道。Random 是 check， 有时候不一定是你有问题。Random 叫它抽查。Without a pattern, without a pattern or routine， 没有模式的，就是抽查的，他找你，你要过来你问话也有，那你不要慌张 ，Don't panic，Don't panic，just very calmly go through. And when you finish your security, you go through, you see all the concourse, there's an A, B, C, D section, and go inside. They might have a number or they may not have a number. Find the gate, and then you finish. Once go through the security, find your gate, locate your gate, 找你的登机 gate 一个闸口 wait for boarding to begin 就等待 This usually happens 30 minutes 最好有30分钟多数是飞机 departure the flight is departing 30 minutes 就会 depart 就是30 minutes before the departure they will let you go on board the flight Schedule departure 就是说已经定好几点钟出发的飞机要飞了所以给你30 minutes to board the plane. If they have a larger plane, they may give you a bit more time. When the airplane is ready, they let you go in. If the airplane is not ready, they don't let you go in. This usually happens 30 minutes before scheduled departure. 我们讲看到 schedule 是已经定好时间的。Then you look for your gate. You might be only the C, only one gate, but then maybe there's 7 gates here. C7, the departure. That means your airplane is waiting outside from this gate and you can go on board this gate. Once you have been cleared through security, follow the sign to find your gate. Sometimes the airport is very large, so you may have to find your gate. It should be listed on your boarding pass. 刚才讲了 boarding pass 有写的 but the most up-to-date information can be found on departure monitor. 那个 TV screen 叫 monitor 就是这个 monitor 我们看电脑的 TV screen 也是叫 monitor 所以我们就是不要 depend on boarding pass. Boarding pass 是对的但是可能它改了 they can change. Maybe you arrive early, check in early, but after that they change. So they might change. So you have to look at the monitor. Then don't go to the wrong gate. And throughout the airport, that means the monitor are everywhere. Departure monitors are everywhere throughout the airport. 就是在每一个角头都看得到的。They have arrival monitor. They have departure monitor. 要看清楚。多数大的飞机场的 departure is one section, one terminal. Arrival is another section, maybe upper floor, lower floor. That's why they separate. Monitor 它有时间 the time, from the destination, and the flight number, and the gate number. And they might cancel. They might be some reason cancel, or maybe delayed. Delayed, the departure time can be delayed. They arrive late, so the departure time also delay. 有时候 cancel, 所以要看有些改了 gate number. That's why this is you have to look at this is most up-to-date information. Traveling by air is 24-hour clock, so the time difference between country. Arrival in the daytime or at nighttime, departure in the morning or at nighttime. So you have to look in the 24-hour clock. Then you can see that these are all 24-hour clock. 12:39, that means noon, 12:30. So the 14 means 2 o'clock. 13 means 1 o'clock. 这样去看. 15 means 3 o'clock p.m. in the afternoon. 那00呢假如说12 midnight 0039就是 midnight 我们刚刚9点我们就看 navigating through the airport surviving the security so you have to understand what you are going through and then you'll be very calm don't say anything vulgar word don't joke with them 不要跟他们开玩笑 you like to joke not at this time don't joke with them they don't take it for granted 他们会以为你在做什么事情所以 don't say anything just be calm friendly Even they are very rude, just be friendly with them and go through. This is how we go through the security. It's very important. 看有问题我们可以问。The security is the most stressful place we go through. It is important. Yeah. The security is very important. It's the most important place we go through and the most hassle place. So in limited time, the speed is very fast. 很多人在后面等住追住，所以我们时间要很快。所以自己穿的衣服也是要脱，容易穿，不要再 delay the line. And then when you pick up the luggage, you just go through a side and then put your jacket on or something and pack your luggage because you have to pack your laptop into your carry-on. I 我还会讲一个airport， 但是我有同学要讲那种的看医生，那么我下次讲那看医生，那再下一次我再讲那个 airport， 还有那个 when you on board the flight， 在飞机上了，进去飞机上要注意什么事情，坐的位置怎么样，要怎么样问人家拿东西吃，拿东西看视频啊，看那个电影啊 TV 啊 blanket 怎么去问他们拿哈，要注意什么事情哈，这样去看。那么我们再讲一课，那么下次讲那个看医生的英语，下一课很好，很容易讲的，而且很容易听的，而且那个很实用。因为那个在飞机上那个很多东西你也需要去知道，也需要知道怎么样去问人家 ，etiquette 也要知道我们的礼貌要怎么做，所以非常多的东西要注意。好像 overhead bin 放行李啊，放前面放下面，听他的指示 ，safety announcement 这个都要去练习我们的耳朵去听。Thank you for attending.